See, and not having to go through murderer's row with the oldest guy in the NFC in the playoff this year, the quarterback position, is Patrick Mahomes at 27.
That is great perspective.
So, Skip, he's got to change this. The narrative is what it is. Now, you can say, oh, the media created this narrative. Nah, Dak Prescott is 1-3 in the playoffs. That's what he is. You can say whatever you want to say, whoever did it. He did it. Now, this will go a long way in to take down Tom Brady. Even though Tom Brady is 45, as long as you got that pelt on your wall, I don't care how I got it. I don't care.
Totally agree.
So that's all I'm trying to do, Skip. I'm trying to change the appearance that I can't win big games in big moments. And this is a big game in a very big moment. There's never been this many eyes on a Monday Night Football game. And you're going up against the GOAT and Tom Brady. If you take him down, you'll change a lot of the perception negatively that looks at you, Dak.
Agreed. Huge opportunity with potentially huge negative ramifications. As you know, I keep trying with all my might to love Dak Prescott as my quarterback. And I love him and I love him not. And I love him and I love him not because he won't let me love him completely because it's just been too many games in a row with an interception or two interceptions.
You got to give him that platonic hug. You got to hug him to the side.
He gonna have to call the Cowboys
you got to hug him to the
Can't
side.
do double arm.
Yeah.
No. This is a huge opportunity because
it's damn near over, man.
you can right all the wrongs of these last 4 or 5 weeks.
Yeah.
It's really 5 weeks where you have sort of spiraled down. And you do have a chance to beat the greatest quarterback ever at his place. And you do have a chance to win the first playoff road game since the 1992 NFC Championship game at San Francisco. I was there in the front row.
It wasn't a whole lot of Cowboy players alive back then.
That is a fact. This franchise, my franchise, the Dallas Cowboys, 0-7 against Tom Brady lifetime, and Dak is 0-3 against Tom Brady. He's won 35 playoff games, including 7 Super Bowls in 10 tries.
Hell, he's won more playoff games than any team. You got to go back. You got to probably look at the Steelers or some team that's been playing 100 damn years to have as many playoff wins as Tom Brady, who's been playing 23 years.
Meanwhile, to your point, Dak has one solitary playoff win, and it came against Russell Wilson in Seattle, and it was a good one. Because they were riding high, and they were leading the league in rushing, so the defense rose and shone, held them under 100 yards that day. But Dak played pretty well in that game. He had a QBR of 73, again, a scale 0 to 100. He threw for 226 and a touchdown, 1 pick, but he ran for that big third down play.
Yeah.
And it was huge in the game because it set the tone. He sort of Elway helicoptered.
Right. Yeah.
And then he took it in himself. And that was it was 24-22 because Russ went down and scored a late touchdown, but he put it away with that touchdown. So you got to give him that one at Jerry.
Yes.
Then we have to go back to 2016, and that was his first playoff game. And to your point, they had beaten Aaron Rodgers at Lambeau. They had the 1 seed. They had the week off, and they started very poorly because they fell behind 21-3.
Yeah.
21-3, but Dak fought back. He can be a warrior. You can say empty calorie warrior, but he can be a warrior nonetheless.
Yeah.
And he fought it all the way back to 31-all. And he wound up going for 302 in that game, 3 touchdowns, and 1 bad interception. It was to Dez, and he were on the wrong page. Remember? They just went the wrong, whatever. But they almost overcame it, and it took 2 intergalactic field goals by Mason Crossbar. I've never seen anything like them. I didn't think either one of them had a prayer when it left his foot, but both of them somehow sliced and hooked back in for the game-winning points. Okay, so you'd have to say he actually played very well in that game in a losing effort. And then after they beat Russell Wilson, they come out here
the Rams,
and they just got run off the field at the Coliseum by the Rams. But I thought Dak played pretty well in that game.
He played well late, Skip. I mean, the thing is, he needs to put, because you mentioned they fall behind 21-3. And if you look at it, he played well in spurts. But he's got to put together a complete game.
Well, as you always say, did he get the ball? Yeah, he had the ball also.
Exactly. Yeah, okay. So why were you down 21-3? Why were you down to Jimmy G, who you had home field? That was a home playoff game. And you found yourself down 23-7.
I don't know. Good question. So at the Rams, they got basically run off the field, but he had he had his best QBR. He had 84. He threw for 266, a touchdown, no interceptions. They lost 30-22, and they kind of fought back and made it look a little more respectable than it probably should have looked.
Yes.
Because they gave up almost
300, almost 300. Yeah, I think they gave up 273 yards rushing because both backs were well over 100.
It's ridiculous. And yet they lost, and then came San Francisco, and it was just nightmarish. It was bad dad because the QBR was 32, and as you said, they were hopelessly behind. He kind of fought back